welcome to Fashion Riley with me, Riley. Today I'm in a new location. I'm actually in my backyard. We're growing some little lemons, so I just thought it was kind of fun and fitting. It's a little bit cold out here though, so we'll see how long this lasts. Today I have a Diet Coke with me. It's a friend Diet Coke, very cute, great beverage choice. I have, as always, my Vogue Runway app open. I got my notes. I'm actually super excited. Today, I'm going to talk about the art of fashion innovation with Jonathan Anderson at the helm of LOEWE, just as like a little tribute to his time there and all of his accomplishments and innovations. Because I don't want to say he put LOEWE on the map, but LOEWE wasn't the like major cultural icon that it is today. J.W. Anderson, he was appointed to LOEWE I believe he started with the company in 2013, and essentially at that time LOEWE had gone through a few different creative directors prior to him they just wanted somebody that was like a young creative to come and just like reinvigorate the heritage brand. So J.W. Anderson, he not only went above and beyond in achieving this, he really just made LOEWE like a cultural icon, a huge cultural impact in fashion. So I wrote, he didn't just reinvent the brand, he redefined the language of modern luxury. I think that is completely true, in considering the fact that LOEWE went from being a heritage Spanish house to becoming like this dolly, surrealist, just like daydream. LOEWE is now just like a playground for surrealism, and it's just this whole new reinterpretation and just this like breath of life into a traditionally heritage brand. Jonathan Anderson really reinvented LOEWE in the sense that LOEWE is a heritage brand with Spanish roots, and before his tenure there, it was more known as like a craftsmanship brand, kind of aligned with a Bottega in the sense of it was really known for their leather goods, for their leather working, and just their overall just world-class craftsmanship. So here we see Anderson, he had this vision of merging the lines of tradition and this like innovative modernity that he wanted to incorporate into the brand to just really make the brand something that it wasn't. Not even make the brand something that it's not. It's like he took the DNA of the brand that was already established, so like heritage, craftsmanship, all of these leather goods, and found a way to just, I keep using this term, like breathe this new life into them, because that is exactly what he did at the house. He debuted unexpected textures, these sculptural silhouettes, and a modern take. So when I am looking at old LOEWE, I don't want to say like old LOEWE, but heritage LOEWE, pre-JW, BC JW, I have the Spring Summer 2000 ready-to-wear runway show. The words used to describe it would be practical, traditional, simple but chic. So these words, I don't think any of these would be really aligned with current LOEWE, the way that JW left it. Like practical, no. Traditional, not really. Simple, not simple. But that's what the brand was. So this is more of an idea of seeing the transformation of the brand. When we look at his first collection, the Spring Summer 15 ready-to-wear. So his very first show with the brand, his debut, this is when we start to see the mark of his taste on the house. So we see deconstruction, we see these asymmetrical silhouettes, so just very different, very stark in contrast to what the house was originally doing before, right? So he brought life and this dynamic. I saw this tidbit that he was inspired from Stephen Meisel's 1997 Vogue Italia archive. So I found this photo from this website called scannedfashionworld.com. They said if I use it, I need to cite my source. So that's me citing their source. Thank you for letting me use this photo, kind of unbeknownst to them, but that's okay. Either way, I love that he gathered inspiration from something so archival, and that Stephen Massell helped him create his campaign for the Spring Summer 15, so his debut. So I feel like that's the perfect metaphor for his time at LOEWE. Like, he took this merge of traditional, so the 1997 photo shoot, and his modern day runway, and just like blended them really beautifully. So he was already off to an amazing start. Let's see, even on look number 26 in the Spring Summer 15, we see the large puzzle. Oh my god, so happy to see the large puzzle. The next collection I wanted to look at is the Spring Summer 16 ready to wear. The very first thing I love about this collection is like the no pants look. Like, these transparent pants are they're just so cool and so kind of absurd in a way. It's just like leading up to what we now know as LOEWE, and we do see these transparent elements throughout the rest of the collection. Here we see it in this corset material, in this corset silhouette, and throughout the collection we also see pops of metallic that I don't personally think that we saw as much from LOEWE previously. So it's kind of nice to see like these different textures, these different fabrications. We have these metallics, we have these transparents. And another thing we're seeing is the logoing. So LOEWE was not very logo oriented previously, and this is like screaming logo mania, but still in this really classy and chic, not quite street style way. The next collection I really wanted to highlight is the Spring Summer 19 ready to wear collection. So here Anderson really works his magic in like removing the contradiction between simple and clean silhouettes and like these craft and textures. Like, there should be a contradiction between something that's considered sleek and simple and something that's like very texturized and kind of over the top avant-garde. We see that he does avant-garde in such a classy way that it's almost bordering like a Phoebe Philo at Celine kind of look, but he still adds his own aesthetic twists onto it. Like this look here, I think, you know, minus the funky hat detailing going on, like that's very old Celine, but it's not quite. Like when you look at it, it's like, yeah, it's a blazer, but it's not really just a blazer. Like, it's so much more than that. Or it's even this look here, like it's a knit sweater, but it's so much more than just a knit sweater. Like, he's able to craft these structures and make it sculptural in a way that's so innovative and unique to the brand. Like, when you look at it, I mean, yeah, technically it's just a sweater and a pair of trouser shorts, but the whole picture just comes together so eloquently and really shows off his craftsmanship and detail. And there's this pearl decals around it, almost imitating like a pearl necklace. I think it's these little bits of just like, it's all in the details. Finale look number 42, like, I mean, technically it's just a shirt dress. Like, technically it's just a men's dress shirt, but it's like all these details that are added onto it that make it something so much more, and that's just his creative geniusness. That's what makes him so special. The next show we're going to look at is the Fall Winter 21 ready to wear. So here we really begin to see the surrealist, the maximalism, the eccentric side of J.W. Anderson. I know he even noted in this show that he used this collection as like color therapy, and it's these really fun pops and these bright colors that just bring a whole story to life. 60s twist, but it's like 60s meets modernism meets futuristic. Like, even the details and the styling, like the haircuts and these like funky patterns and colors, it's so like 60s took a time machine to the future and created this show. Very special. And the last show I really want to talk about is going to be the Fall Winter 22 show. So here we are full-blown surrealist. Like, this is Dolly's daydream. In this dress here, it literally has a car in the hem. In this dress here, it has shoes, and I love that it's paired back with a pair of like fuzzy mules. It's supposed to be the Flow Runner sneaker, but just with a full like shearling exterior. It's so, I don't know, it's so creative and it's so cool. And I even read like the Vogue editor's note on this show was that the colors were very Rene Magritte inspired. I can see what they mean when you take the colors into consideration, like these baby blues, these kind of apricot-y peach colors. I mean, even this bright orange, like, I know not a, you know, it's funny to think like the color orange reminds me of an orange, but then you see this Magritte painting and it's like, well, that's an orange. That's an orange. I'm super excited to see the future of LOEWE with its new creative directors. I think that there's a lot of like there's big shoes to fill for them, but I have full faith that they're going to go above and beyond, and you know, whatever Jonathan Anderson goes on to do, I think he's going to just absolutely succeed. And it seems like, you know, these are just some of the shows. I could go on and on about all of his shows, but really from the ones that we're highlighting, it seems very prevalent that he's leaving like he's making a name for himself in the whole line of fashion history. Like when we look back at fashion history, especially during this time period, I think his name is going to be one of the forerunners for that innovative craftsmanship, this perfect contradiction between elegant and surrealist. So it's pretty exciting. I think he's definitely made a name for himself, and I think he will be missed at the fashion house, but I think overall we should all be excited to see him grow and see the house itself grow. And I think a lot of good things are coming down the pipe in fashion history. So okay, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of your time, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.